The fact of the matter is that the average American is paying through the nose on the things that we daily consume, and we don't even recognize it. Hello and welcome to the Durham Talents channel. My name is Jesse Durham, here back again for another installment in our quote series where we evaluate some famous quote with an infinite banking lens. Today's quote is going to be pay through the nose. Now, these origins are unknown on this saying, pay through the nose, but it means to pay an excessive amount. Perhaps the only thing that I could find was that there was a Danish nose tax at some point, and folks would have their noses slit for delinquent tax payments in Ireland during the 9th century, but no origin for sure. That's a serious allegation, to be sure. So interesting thoughts there. But paying through the nose. Here's what I immediately thought of. I have heard this saying. Let me know down in the comment section if you've heard of this saying, pay through the nose. So regardless of where it comes from, what we are certain of is that the average American is paying right at a third of every dollar that we make. We're paying right at a third in interest alone. Now, I know that there was certainly a time in my life when I feel like I had the blinders on, unintentionally, involuntarily. Like when I read Nelson's book and saw a presentation about this idea of you could become your own banker, I felt like there was a veil lifted, like blinders were removed. Like I knew about the Matrix. If you've seen that movie, you know what I'm referencing there. I just had a lot of aha moments. It was more than one, but I had a lot of aha moments in learning about this idea of becoming your own banker, because it caused me to look at how commercial banks function, the banking process itself, and so many other valuable things. So here's what I'm saying. The average American is paying 34.5% of every dollar that they make in interest alone. And it's on the daily stuff. This is on our automobiles. This is on our homes. This is on our vacations. I mean, just by looking in a few areas, seeing how the average American has a relationship with debt. And even the folks that are paying cash for things, all of the missed opportunity to earn interest on our capital. It's all in the same boat. It's all in the same boat. Interest, because everything's financed. Either we're using someone else's money on their terms and conditions if we qualify, beholden to them, fronting the collateral, all these other different aspects of being beholden in that way, and we pay interest. Or we do amass our own capital somewhere. It's a good question to consider where. But we amass capital somewhere, and then we liquidate that and go back to zero. And the whole time that we've been amassing, we're forfeiting the opportunity to earn. So everything's financed. It's done one of those two ways. Well, again, once you recognize that right at a third of what we make is being paid in interest, what if? What if you could get that back? See, the average American is paying through the nose. We're not just getting a car. We're not just getting a home to live in. And those are good things, and we're going to do them anyway. But again, once we wrap our minds around, that's only going to be done one of a couple of ways, unless we reassume the banking function for ourselves, the process of banking. And we realize that you can keep more money in your family. I can keep the money in my family, that we can become more efficient as a business. If we're running a business, big or small, doesn't matter. Everything's financed. Either you're beholden to someone else for your banking needs, your need of finance, or you're missing out on a whole lot of growth and earning that you could have otherwise if you're paying cash for the things that you do as a business or as a household. And again, the most important question to ask is who controls that banking function in your life? Because if you're not controlling it, you're paying through the nose for the everyday things that you're doing. And it doesn't have to be that way. You can become your own banker. So I encourage everyone to read the book Becoming Your Own Banker by R. Nelson Nash. I encourage you to dive in on this channel and podcast and subscribe and like and comment so we can interact there. Or if you want a more personal communication, then don't hesitate to reach out to 828-817-4223, or you can email durhamtalents@gmail.com. We can have a free consultation so you can learn how not to pay through the nose for everything that you're doing. And this has been a great pleasure for me. I look forward to that next conversation. Have a great day. Take care. Beautiful.
Do you know a muffin man?
Not my gumdrop buttons.
You're a monster.
All right, that's enough of that. Let's go.